Okay, thank you, whoever it is. Thank you so much. Got it. Thanks. Yeah, see, you can see the cartoon here. The child is showing a report card, slightly manipulating the results, telling that D is for damn good and F is for fabulous. And probably the mother is not aware of what is written in the report card and what each letter signifies. So this interpretation of the child showing it to the mother and mother interpreting in a different way because maybe she is illiterate or she doesn't know what is written in the report card. All this ambiguity should be taken away. So if you know how to analyze the data properly and interpret it and write a clear report, that means you are a complete teacher, because teaching is not only transferring knowledge and not knowing what the child understood. It should be a complete circle. What you teach, you have to assess, and what is not learned, you have to come back, change your teaching methodology, and again present the data with assessments and evidences. So this should be a complete circle. Data analysis, if you don't know how to do it, it will not become a complete circle. You will be not making sense of your teaching, because we are in 21st century and the whole world will be demanding something which was not done before. So if a parent want to know the child, the parent should not assess the child only with the report card. The parents should know, okay, the teacher has collected evidence of my child's ongoing assessment. Every time the child was assessed properly and proper feedback was given, and the teacher has analyzed what is the weak point, in what domain it has to be given more training, etc. So what is the first step as teachers or as educationists or aspiring teachers should know? Let us see one by one. We have to know what are the assessment tools. So far, most of the schools, assessment means they think that it is only exam, paper, pencil, a test, or online a test where you have to read a question and answer it. Yes, to certain extent, yes. But it is beyond that, because we are yeah, somebody, Miss Rani, can you please mute your mic? Jhansi Rani, can you please mute your mic?
Yes, ma'am, you can continue.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So the assessment tools, one by one we will see. Before going into the assessment tools, tools means you have to use somewhere to know something, right? So assessment tools can be question paper, assessment tools can be questioning in the classroom, oral questions, and all those things which we already know, the whole world know. Even a homemaker will know, okay, this will be the examination pattern and this is what. But there are millions of assessment tools all over. It is the way you implement it in the classroom. You should know techniques to implement this assessment tool, because it will make your life easier. We think that it is overwhelming. Why should I learn this? Why should I learn that? But if you know what is available with you, in front of you, because everything is digitalized. For the past 6 months, you would have seen nothing. We cannot escape from digital learning, online learning. Definitely no. Next few years, I think every data will be converted into digital data. So right now we can start one step at a time. Now, knowing the assessment tool. First, before knowing the assessment tool, our Bible, Bloom's taxonomy for preparing a question paper. Understand that. Always Bloom's taxonomy has 3 domains. I'm not talking about the pyramid. I'm talking about the domains. Domains is first knowledge. First is cognitive. What you understand. Everything related to brain is knowledge. Second one is skills. After knowing it, what are you able to do? That is called skills. Attitude is by cognitive and doing. What did you get? The value added, the values, attitudes, everything come under that. That is called affective domain. Skills come under psychomotor domain. So all 3 put together, you have to prepare your own assessments, be it question paper or be it any questioning technique or be it any assessing technique. So knowledge, skills, and attitude, keep it in your mind. We'll go to the next slide. Knowledge, skills, and attitude should be assessed by different techniques. One of the universally accepted beautiful technique is KWL chart. Most of the schools would have already implemented it, But those who don't know what is KWL chart, you can go through the web and find out more about it. But right now, today, it's just a guidance of how an assessment tool can be taken. First, the left-hand column is what we know. It can be modified from nursery till high school. Nursery can be a little bit of colorful pictures, or where they can just represent whatever they understood, like a stamp, a smiley face, or a sad face, which they did not understand. So you can modify it, as teachers, where to put what, right? The first column, which should always be, I know this before I come to this class. I know this. So first assess them. That is called prior knowledge. That is a very, very important part of assessment. Prior knowledge assessment, what is happening, ongoing or continuous assessment, finally the summative assessment. So the first column will be prior knowledge. Next, second column, ask them, throw questions, elicit from them what they want to know from this, because straight away don't go jump into the lesson. Ask them, create that enthusiasm, create the interest in the subject, and let them pour out what they wonder to know what the topic is about. Second, so this all can happen with the sticky notes or any small chits, or even on the board they can go and write by themselves if you have time. The third column is after you complete the session or lesson or the entire unit, the last column can be how well they understood the lesson. So in their own words, or if you have any inputs, tell them, okay, only one line, or you can do graphic organizers, anything what you think that it will be the best. So KWL chart gives an entire picture of the learning which happened because of your teaching. So this is one tool. Next one is exit slip. If you have only 2 or 3 minutes time, but still you want to know what they understood, you can give one chit and ask them to write one-liner before they exit the class. This is called exit slip. All over the world it has been taken. Where this will go, it is an evidence. It can go into the student's portfolio, or it can be taken picture and put it in your digital database for later analysis. This is another one interesting way of teaching them to note down, they self-assess what they know, what they don't know, what they're confused. So this traffic light green means everything I am clear. Yellow is something which is not clear, but little bit I've understood. Red is I couldn't learn because of some disturbance, or I couldn't learn because your teaching was not clear or your communication was not clear. I didn't understand, ma'am. All that can come into the red. So after this, the entire picture is in front of you. But as one of the participants asked, how will you implement it? Everything one step at a time. First, you have to explain the objectives of what is this activity about and what is this assessment about. The child will understand, then make them do this, practice this, and automatically by the end of, I think, 1 or 2 months, they will come to know what is the tool. After you tell traffic signal assessment, they themselves will know what to write. So start once, go slowly. It is not about implementing it overnight. It has to happen. So these are the actual samples of KWL chart. So you have to celebrate the child's coming forward and writing whatever he knows in his own language, in his own sweet way he has showed. This has to start like this. Later on, the child will understand. The child will learn more from seeing the peer, from seeing the teacher's feedback. Let the child start somewhere, even with spelling mistake, even with whatever is available in front of him. Let him start accumulating and representing it in words or pictures or even graphic organizers. This is starting point. This is one sample which is not complete at all. Only 20% is written, but nevertheless, it is an evidence. Second one is a very nicely written sample. Same dinosaur, so same KWL chart from the same group of students. It is not a different grade, some from the same grade. So one child has already learnt it very nicely and she could articulate it very nicely. But second one is articulation is not that up to the mark, but he has represented in his own way, enjoying the KWL chart. So all this is assessment for you to understand how much you have influenced your children. The next one is more elaborate. The child has understood everything. Maybe child has lots of multiple intelligence factors in her or him. and he has represented it this way. So these are called evidence. So the entire data analysis is about collecting evidence, finding out or analyzing what went well, what went wrong, what has to be tweaked in your lesson plans or instructions. Then finally, how much they have learned. Then you interpret it. The final step is interpretation. That can come into your report card or any feedback or during parents teachers meeting. The interpretation should be proper with evidence. That is all the entire presentation is about. And this is the rubric. There are millions of rubrics available, but for KWL chart, I have written in my own understanding this way. You as teachers, you will have your own better rubrics also. So you have to have a rubric, and that is digitalized. So it is no manual work at all. Once you digitalize it, you can share it with peers, and you can share it with your entire teaching community, and it will be a starting document where all the other teachers also can go and have their inputs from there, and then they can write it. So once it is done, the entire year or maybe the years following also it is useful. So accumulation of all these things might take some time, but once it is accumulated and have a database with all rubrics, it is so easy to do the feedback. And for higher classes, now we have seen for KG and primary school. Now this table of specifications, it is universally called, or in India, we are very familiar with blueprint. We are talking about blueprint here. Blueprint 10 years before, it was like, take a chapter, so many questions objective, so many questions short, and so many questions long. That is it. But for the past few years, few schools have already implemented with Bloom's taxonomy, with knowledge, comprehension, and application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. They have segregated each topic under these headings. For example, Introduction to Biochemistry. It's for higher classes. Introduction to Biochemistry will have all these Bloom's taxonomy domains. It can have knowledge question, it can have understanding question, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation. Depends on the teacher, how she writes her questions according to the domains. It can be an evaluation question, it can be a synthesis question, or it can be very basic knowledge question telling that name the chemicals present in this hemoglobin, whatever it is. So that will be a knowledge-based question. Synthesis is something which the child has to analyze, talk to people, collaborate learning, go to the internet, find out something, and create a very, very new concept related to introduction of biochemistry. That will be an evaluation. So when you know how to segregate the lesson into Bloom's taxonomy's domain and assessments happening according to Bloom's taxonomy, then the entire assessment process is foolproof. So you have to, right now, Bloom's taxonomy is our Bible. There are other two taxonomies also. If you want, you can go through that. But right now, CBSE or ICSE or state or even IB, everybody knows what is Bloom's taxonomy, and we have been learning it for, I think, for the past 10 years. We are very, very familiar with Bloom's taxonomy. So go with it. First, you segregate all this, and then you categorize everything, all questions under this. So this is one sample for high school. We have taken science here. So maths and everything follows.
Ma'am, we have here doing.
Somebody is talking. Should I stop or what? Seema has to tell me when to stop because.
Ma'am, it would be convenient. Like, yes, Seema ma'am is there. Seema ma'am, would you like to take it up, please? Seema ma'am, you are on mute.
Right. So, ma'am, if the Kaushal ma'am is also joined in case.
I think I can complete. This is what I wanted to tell.
Please complete, ma'am. It's going beautifully well.
Right. Another 2 slides I completed. So, should I go completing it? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yes, please.
And if you have any question also, you can also take it from the audience.
Okay. So, these are the samples of blueprints of question paper based on Bloom's taxonomy. And this is the analysis. This is the only slide, last slide I need to show you because this completes my session. How to analyze it. Based on this blueprint, previous slide I showed you, this blueprint, this is done by peer group of all maths teachers of a grade, okay? They have done according to the topic. First topic is knowing our numbers. Under knowledge and understanding, etc., they have segregated their questions and the total number of marks. For knowledge, it is 12 marks, the 6 chapters put together. So this is the blueprint of the question paper. It is blueprint because the guidance is given. It is not the content recommendation. It is the guidance. Knowing our number is a topic. You have to give questions. So whatever content you choose the knowledge question with so many marks. This is what is called blueprint. After the blueprint and the question paper was set according to this. Finally, there will be a result, right? So this is the marks card of a class of 8 students. In this, the 5th child has not done that well and the 7th child has not that well. So it is a basic understanding for us telling that these 2 children have failed or got a below average grade. But right now what you have to do, next step is analysis. Class average is 50 is what we all know. Second, 50% of class have performed below average. That also. 25% did not qualify. 25% have performed slightly more than class average. This is what is the traditional way of analyzing. Now, coming to 21st century analysis. You have to tell 25 class requires complete remedial. How? That is your analysis. Under knowledge, everybody has fared well. So the lower order thinking skills questions, everybody could understand. But evaluation, many have not done because evaluation creation marks is total 16. But you see, only the 8th child has got 14 out of 16. Otherwise, everyone else has got very, very less marks. So the teacher will analyze my evaluation creation question. Students were not understand or we don't know, but they have not performed very well. This is the analysis. So this is the way you have to interpret. So right now the other dignitary has joined, so I can finish my session now. If at all any question answers there, am I allowed to answer or should we ask the dignitary to come and join?
We can take a few minutes to answer the questions in case any asked.
Fine.
Thank you.
Fine.
It's more of feedback than questions that I see.
Keep reading the feedback also, because somewhere I would have missed.
So just, Priya, you can read the feedbacks which is coming in.
I think it's really very nice, the feedback, you know, you have very informative session, ma'am. Please show the report once again, very informative, and slide down once again. I think feedback is really very, very nice, Mahalakshmi, ma'am. I think it's going on and on and on and on. Very
Fine.
Thank you so much. I can see, thanks a lot, ma'am. It's very nice.
Yeah, it is important, yes. So the last slide, somebody has asked me to present the last slide. I will present it once again.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Mahalakshmi, ma'am. Ramya here. Ma'am, as
Yeah,
you
tell me.
shown in the blueprint, that that is for 80 marks you are showing, correct?
It depends if your school wants 80 marks question. Yes. If it is only for 10 marks.
If we want to, If we want to do for
It
unit
can-
test or kind of summative
It can
assessment,
be,
we are
yes,
doing for
definitely.
40 marks, and then we
Yes.
we have